Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Griffin with the Unit 3 Lesson 2 video. We're going to be talking about how to construct congruent angles by copying an angle from one location to another. So like before, it's going to be compass and straight edge. And just like before, when we were copying a segment, we have to start by giving ourselves a place to put your new angle. Okay, so you're going to draw a segment. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your compass and you are going to measure outward from the vertex of the angle any size arc you like and make it swing that arc so that it crosses the angle in two spots, one on each line. And now, keeping your compass the same measurement, you're going to go over to the segment you just drew and you are going to swing another matching arc around the end of it. And what that does is it gives us segments that are the same length here and here, as well as this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to have another segment with that same length. And so next, what we're going to do is measure on the angle how wide open that arc is from there to here. And always swing an arc to show you made that measurement. And then you're going to slide over to your new segment and repeat that exact same measurement on this arc. And what that creates is an intersection that we can use right here to draw from the end point through and make our angle. And now this angle is the same length or same degrees as the original angle M. And the same thing if it's obtuse. You give yourself a new place to start your angle, and then you're going to go to the corner of the angle that you're using to refer to. Swing an arc so that it crosses through in two places. Okay, and then you're going to keep the compass the same radius, go over to your new segment, and you're going to swing the same radius of an arc. And then just like before, where that arc crossed the angle in two spots, that's what you're measuring. So you're going to open your compass wide enough to measure the intersections that the arc made here and here. And you're going to swing your arc to show you made that measurement, and then slide over to the new location and repeat that arc measure again. And now you have an intersection, and you'll use that intersection to draw the other side of your angle. Okay, so same thing for this one. We're going to copy angle BAC onto EF. So they've already given us the segment where we're going to place our angle. So everything else is the same. We'll make an arc that crosses the angle in two spots. We're going to copy that over to our new location. Okay, and then we're going to go back to the original, and we are going to measure how wide open the angle is by putting the compass on the two intersections that that arc made, here and here. And then again, just like before, swing an arc to show that you made that measurement and repeat it here. And then when you can connect, you'll have your new angle. All right, same concept with this one. We're copying angle B. So we're going to give ourselves a place to put angle B. And then we're going to make some measurements. So for angle B, we are going to put the compass on angle B. We're going to open it and swing an arc so that it crosses through angle B in two spots. Okay, and then when we go over to our new place to put it, it doesn't matter if you start on the right, the left, or if you swing up or down, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure that you realize we're making an acute angle. Okay, and then just like before, we're going to figure out how wide open that is by measuring between the two intersection points that that arc made. swing the arc to show you made that measurement, and then repeat it down here. Start on the line. You might have to flip your compass around and go off of that to create an intersection with the arcs that you can then connect to make an angle congruent to angle B. Now, this one, we're going to make a plus B. So just like before, we're going to give ourselves a place to start, and we're going to start making measurements. So we're going to start with A, and we're going to copy angle A. So make an arc that crosses through angle A in 2 spots, then slide over to your new angle and repeat. Okay, and make it as big as you need it. And then you're going to measure how wide open angle A is by putting the point of your compass on one intersection and the pencil of your compass on the other. Whenever you measure that, make sure you swing the arc to show you did it. And repeat that down below. From the intersection so that you cross the arc. And then you'll have angle A. And now we want angle B. So it doesn't matter if we begin angle B off of this or off of this, as long as we continue and make another one. So we're going to copy angle B the same as we did with A. I'm going to change the color so that you can see the difference a little bit better. Okay, so starting with B, you're going to swing an arc that crosses through it in 2 spots. And then you're going to go over, and it doesn't matter if you start on the segment that you began with before or if you continue off of the next one. I'm going to continue off of this one. And you're going to go outward. And then you're going to go measure how wide open that arc is for angle B with your compass from intersection to intersection, and then repeat that from here so that you get another intersection, and then you'll make another line, and so that will be congruent to angle B. And all together, this entire angle will be A plus B. Okay, for number 5, same concept as earlier, only we're going to do a minus B. So we're going to start by giving ourselves a line to put this on. And then we're going to copy angle A and then angle B. So for angle A, we're going to do the same thing as earlier. We're going to swing an arc that crosses through the angle in 2 spots. And we're going to slide over to this end point and repeat that. And then we are going to go over to angle A and measure how wide open it is. Swinging the arc and making sure we do that so we show that measurement, and then repeat it over here. And then draw that line in. Okay. All right, next we're going to do the same thing with B. So we are going to put an arc through B so that it crosses twice. And repeat that. This time we're going to go on the same line, and we're going to go into angle A. So we had previously measured angle A, now we're going to measure angle B. And instead of adding it on, we're going to put it inside of angle A. And so what will happen is that we will get angle B within angle A. So all of angle A is here in purple. And then B is in here in green. So what we have left in this place is angle A minus B, all in here. Moving on to 6. Now, we use the idea of copying an angle to create parallel lines by doing a corresponding angle. So we create congruent corresponding angles. Okay, so the first thing we do is we draw a transversal. It can be at any angle through the line that you like, but it must go through point A. That's what we're going to be parallel through. And then we're going to copy this angle that we've just created down here onto point A. We're going to go over to the intersection that I've highlighted, and we're going to open our compass, and we're going to put an arc that crosses through that angle in 2 spots. And just like earlier, we're going to repeat that up on point A. Okay, and then we're going to go down and measure how wide open that angle is from intersection to intersection, just like we've done on every other one of these, showing that we've made that measurement and repeating that on the other arc. And then when we create our new angle by connecting point A through that intersection, we are creating parallel line through point A and that intersection. And so you'll see that the lines that we've drawn, the original that they gave us, and then this new one, are parallel to one another. Okay, for number 7, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go through A parallel to BC. So we're going to draw transversal. In this particular case, there's already one drawn from B. I'm just going to extend it to A, through A. And then we are going to copy this angle B up onto point A. So just like before, we're going to take our compass. We're going to put the compass onto point B, and we're going to copy this angle. So an arc through both lines and up onto point A, doing the exact same thing. And then down below, we're going to measure how wide open that angle is. And then repeat that up on the other arc. And then when you draw the line in from point A through there, you will see that it is parallel to BC. All right, I will see you in class.